Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice to see so many people here. Actually, I was a bit surprised when I saw a list of attendance because actually 2 days ago we had kind of similar meeting in Warsaw, and it was only 420 people in there. It was a huge event as well, Tomasz. But in Warsaw you have like 7 million citizens, I think, something like that. In Lithuania, in Vilnius, we have like 500,000. Of course, in the Baltics, it's a bit more, but 400 here in Vilnius is very, very good results. It means for us that you are interested, that you are willing to know more, let's say, about our cloud story, and actually, it's really huge honor for me to present you this keynote presentation. As Tomasz said, my name is Giedrius Markevicius. I'm living in Vilnius for many years, and most of you most probably know me from past my works. Actually, today is exactly 6 weeks when I joined to a VMware, so it's not that easy to stand beside this huge auditory and make a keynote. Because you know, when you have not so much knowledge about products, so it's good to do keynotes. So, about what I will tell you a story. Let's say a few years ago that this cloud story was started, actually it was kind of interesting for me. What is really about? Clouds, hybrid, private clouds. Maybe it's just some buzzwords who marketing guys discovered it as interesting and trying to make some stories about that. And let's say today, I'm pretty sure that is not really about buzzwords. I'll try to explain why I'm sure. I think that in many cases, if you have more than few servers, like 1 or 2, starting from few servers, you already must think about cloud, and actually, I try to explain why. Actually, it's no way how to avoid that. Just question how you do that and when you do that. So, let's talk about major trends, what is happening today. Not will be tomorrow, but what is happening today. So I think everybody can say it when you're thinking about your data center, you see few important things coming. At first, it's about hardware costs. We'll see that hardware cost is going down very fast. Of course, virtualization, it's very huge trend coming, and new application architectures. Speaking about hardware costs, can you agree with me that, let's see, technology started from 68 years, it's becoming much better. It means we made a huge shift from to the nanometers, let's say, in the processors. It means all vendors, including Intel, AMD, and whatever, who making CPUs, it's making much more cores every day. And now I think they're talking about 24 cores, and next future I will be 32 or more. What's according to DRAM or RAM in the servers, it's didn't changing so much maybe in technology, but it's becoming much cheaper and cheaper per gigabyte each year, as you can see. This all number is based on the IDC, so it's not a lie. What it means? It means that hardware will every day becoming faster, in many cases more reliable, getting much more performance. And today, I just checked it a few days ago, we already have some servers in the market with 2 terabytes of RAM and even more. A few years ago, we talked about megabytes, as you remember, maybe. What does it mean? This means that one single rack unit server, even with 2 processors, it's becoming cheaper and cheaper each day. And most probably in the next 2 years, we will achieve numbers like $5,000 per server. Can you agree with me? Do you see that? Or no? Of course, this is not including any software and do not include it SAN interfaces or something like that. We will talk about a bit later. So, let's combine that with another trend about virtualization. As you can see, even today, we have 59% of all workloads in the world virtualized. That's true. It's done by IDC, and I think they didn't lying. But many customers, including faces what I see here, said, okay, it's only for some back office stuff, maybe some small applications. Actually, it's nothing related with core business applications. But no, sorry, we did some customer survey 2 years ago, and saw that even so huge and very important business applications like Oracle DBAs or middleware, Microsoft Exchange, and SAP was virtualized. Last year, numbers was even better. What this means? It means that not only some email stuff or SharePoint or document sharing systems, it means even huge, big, and very important business critical applications is becoming virtualized. So, if I will combine these two trends to a one, we'll get that in the next 2 years, an average server, not biggest one, but just average, simple server for $5,000 will look like this. It will be 2 CPU, 6 cores per socket, about 300 or more RAM, and will handle 320 virtual machines. So it means that if you have less than 1,000 virtual machines in your data center, all 3 servers will look like minibar in this, let's see, hotel. It means one small bunch of servers can handle up to 1,000 different virtual machines. I think it's really true, but what this means? This means that hardware part in that solutions will be minor part. Hardware is not that important anymore because main idea is how to handle so big amount of virtual machines, how to handle so big amount of different applications, how to handle users, how to provision everything with hardware. It's becoming simple and even cheap commodity. Okay, let's see. Many of you maybe can say that 350 is with today applications. Maybe tomorrow's applications will be much more CPU and RAM hungry. Yeah, maybe, but in many cases, you can see that world is shifting from standard PCs, from standard client-server architecture or RAM-hungry devices to devices like smartphones, iPhones, Androids, so on. I will ask a question to be, let's say, more interactive. Did we have people in this room who didn't download any application to your mobile from the App Store or market? Is it anybody who didn't download it and don't install that application to your phone? Please pick up hands if you have some. Nobody? Nice, nice. That it means it's actually a real trend, not just a joke, let's say. And what this means? It means that many applications, many new applications, becoming not bigger, RAM hungry, CPU hungry, but opposite. They're becoming micro applications. In many cases, applications goes to the smartphones, to the tablets, to the virtual workplaces, thin clients, and so on. And again, some guys from big banks or something will say, okay, it's all these applications, it's only about entertainment. I'm right? Maybe, but what do you say about mobile banking applications? What is commodity? eBay on your mobile, CRM like Salesforce. I can make a pictures of hundreds of business applications, what it's really working today. It means that actually most of today's, not most, but actually at least half of our applications today is already OS independent. It means OS neutral. So today we have crossover point. 50% of applications is OS neutral. It means you can use that on your smartphone, on Windows, on Linux, whatever you want. And that's becoming go further. So if you start thinking about your data center of tomorrow, you discover that in many cases, actually, you will get a lot of questions how to handle that. And most probably, we will still have some few huge, let's see, core banking or similar systems, which will be surrounded with thousands or hundreds at least small applications who is to support that business around. In most cases, these applications must be virtualized and handled on one server, because maybe it is the reason to put some powerful server to handle your email stuff. But if you have, I don't know, 100 of small systems, it's no way to make, let's say, dedicated server for each application. So when you will have thousands of VMs, or at least hundreds, let's say, in Lithuania or in the Baltics, what it means? We will get a lot of pains. Believe me, it's not that easy to manage 1,000 virtual machines or deploy that, or even predict how many servers and storage you will need to handle that, how to keep them updated, and just how to keep costs in place. So what is the main trend, and actually what is cloud about? From my perspective, cloud is about how to handle all the stuff. It means we should move from static, dedicated servers infrastructure to new infrastructure, who is elastic, mobile, who can scale with thousands of applications. This infrastructure should be easy to fix, easy to discover where is the problems, easy to find bottlenecks, and let's see, it should be easy, replaceable, or fixable. I think it's almost impossible to make clusters for applications, or let's see, even for important systems when you have hundreds of them, because as you know, cluster software costs some significant money as well. So it's no way, and same with management. It means to do manual work and manage all these virtual machines. It's impossible as well. In many cases, our, let's see, VMware competitors saying that they can handle 300 to 500 virtual machines with one administrator who do that. VMware believes that with our intelligent software, one administrator can handle up to 10,000 virtual machines. Let's try. If somebody has 10,000 virtual machines installed, we're ready to provide all demo equipment to try that. So it seems nothing changed. Services is the same. Most probably storage is kind of the same. And our workload is still the same. So as a car manufacturers, many years ago started to build cars. They did it like this. In today's world, it's a real picture from some factory. I think if car manufacturers will try keep to make cars in a simple, didn't automate it, just man work powered, let's see, factories. So most probably our cars will cost, I don't know, hundreds of thousands dollars, liters, euros, or something. So what is the question? Question is, let's see, how to shift to this world. Looking from hardware perspective, hardware must become much simpler. Just use as simple as possible hardware boxes in your data center. Try to avoid expensive networking like SAN, InfiniBand, and things like that, because it's rising cost very, very much. And if you have a lot of small applications, it's not that much important to have huge throughput on one server. It's much better to have good barebone and a lot of servers with distributed. And of course, it's the same about application building platforms. It's not that easy to build micro applications using common appliances or, let's see, stuff from biggest vendors. If you're talking about cloud, it is already some vendors who did that. In many cases, they already did that in a simple way. Just take some open source software, many, many thousands of human work hours, very smart guys hours, and build some cloud environments. You can name some of them? Google Apps, Facebook, maybe Amazon. They all are built for one general application and use it only for one application to do it in very effective way. Yeah, but in most cases, you have not one application in your data center. If you have a lot of applications, I believe that it's only way how to handle that. Just use common hardware. Today we will have a lot of our hardware partners who will explain you what is best way to use VMware products with some smart hardware. I think we can prove that VMware has all stack of software bundled in one, let's see, product suite for cloud management, for provisioning, for chargeback, for security, for firewalling, antiviruses, and so on and so on. Actually, I think it's only way to start think about that and to choose right platform starting from first step. Just choose some platform for virtualization. Next one most probably will be some desktop virtualization. Next one will be management of all this infrastructure. And next things will be our cloud suite, whatever what you will need. So what is main idea about my presentation? I think, and I repeat it again, it's no way escape from a cloud. It's time now to choose platform, decide what is smallest component in your data center, what is your hardware strategy, and choose intelligent, integrated, and as much as possible automated software to manage that. I believe that in many cases, you will say, yeah, your product is very expensive because it's 90% of wall infrastructure. It can be, but bad idea. That is only way to do that. So today, it's right day to start discover what is about. Where is your way? What is your hardware decisions? What is your way to start virtualization? And how you build your cloud in the next few years. So thank you guys for attention. And now I would like to invite my colleagues from HP to present what they're thinking about hardware to use for that workloads. Thank you very much.